San Marino, California. San Marino is a residential city in Los Angeles County, California, United States. It was incorporated on April 25, 1913. With a median home price of $2,699,098, San Marino is one of the most expensive and exclusive communities in the United States. History. Origin of name. The city takes its name from the ancient Republic of San Marino, founded by Saint Marinus, who fled his home in Dalmatia, modern Croatia, at the time of the Diocletianic persecution of Christians. Marinus took refuge at Monte Titano on the Italian peninsula, where he built a chapel and founded a monastic community in 301 AD. The state which grew from the monastery is the world's oldest surviving republic. The seal of the city of San Marino, California is modeled on that of the Republic, depicting the three towers of San Marino, each capped with a bronze plume, surrounded by a heart-shaped scroll with two roundels and a lozenge, of unknown significance, at the top. The crown representing the monarchy on the original was replaced with 5 stars representing the 5 members of the city's governing body. Beneath the city seal are crossed palm fronds and orange branches. Note that other than the city's use of the name and copy of the Republic of San Marino seal, there is absolutely no historical connection between them. The city celebrated its centennial in 2013, including publication by the San Marino Historical Society of a 268-page book, San Marino, A Centennial History, by Elizabeth Pomeroy. In September 2014, this book and author Elizabeth Pomeroy received a prestigious Award of Merit for Leadership in History from the American Association for State and Local History, ALL. Early history. The site of San Marino was originally occupied by a village of Tongva, Gabrielino, Indians located approximately where the Huntington School is today. The area was part of the lands of the San Gabriel Mission. The old mill was the mission's grist mill. Principal portions of San Marino were included in an 1838 Mexican land grant of 128 acres to Victoria Bartolomea Reed, a Gabrielina Indian. After her first husband, also a Gabrielino, died in 1836 of smallpox, she remarried Scotsman Hugo Reed in 1837. She called the property Rancho Adequati. After Hugo Reed's death in 1852, Senora Reed sold her rancho in 1854 to Don Benito Wilson, the first Anglo owner of Rancho San Pascual. In 1873, Don Benito conveyed to his son-in-law, James de Barth Shorb, 500 acres, 2.0 square kilometers, including Rancho Adequati, which Shorb named San Marino after his grandfather's plantation in Maryland, which, in turn, was named after the Republic of San Marino located on the Italian peninsula in Europe. In 1903, the Shorb Rancho was purchased by Henry E. Huntington, 1850 to 1927, who built a large mansion on the property. The site of the Shorb/Huntington Rancho is occupied today by the Huntington Library, which houses a world-renowned art collection, research and rare book library, and botanical gardens. In 1913, the 3 primary ranchos of Wilson, Patton, and Huntington, together with the subdivided areas from those and smaller ranchos, such as the Stoneman, White, and Rose Ranchos, were incorporated as the city of San Marino. The first mayor of the city of San Marino was George Smith Patton, 1856 to 1927. The son of a slain Confederate States of America colonel in the U.S. Civil War, also named George Smith Patton, 1833 to 1864. He married Ruth Wilson, the daughter of Don Benito Wilson. Their son was the World War II general, George S. Patton, Jr. To a prior generation of Southern Californians, San Marino was known for its old money wealth and as a bastion of the region's WASP gentry. By mid-century, other European ethnic groups had become the majority. In recent decades, immigrants of Chinese and Taiwanese ancestry have come to represent more than 60% of the population, perhaps due to its location in the San Gabriel Valley, known to be a popular destination for East Asian immigrants. Geography. The city is located in the San Rafael Hills, and is divided into 7 zones, based on minimum lot size. The smallest lot size is about 4,500 square feet, 420 square meters, with many averaging over 30,000 square feet, 2,800 square meters. Because of this and other factors, most of the homes in San Marino, built between 1920 and 1950, do not resemble the houses in surrounding Southern California neighborhoods, with the exception, perhaps, of neighboring portions of Pasadena. San Marino has also fostered a sense of historic preservation among its homeowners. With minor exceptions, the city's strict design review and zoning laws have thus far prevented the development of large homes found elsewhere in Los Angeles. According to the United States Census Bureau, the city has a total area of 3.8 square miles, 9.8 square kilometers, virtually all land. San Marino is highly restrictive of commercial operations in the city. It is one of the few cities that requires commercial vehicles to have permits to work within the city. The rationale is that commercial vehicle operators and service providers, such as gardeners, pool service providers and maintenance workers, are more likely to cause social disruption within the city, and so must be pre-authorized for crime control and prosecutorial purposes. This regulation and others, including the bans on apartment buildings, townhouses and overnight parking, are some of the more obvious examples. Demographics. 2010. The 2010 United States Census reported that San Marino had a population of 13,147. The population density was 3,483.4 people per square mile, 1,345.0 per square kilometer. The racial makeup of San Marino was 5,434, 41.3%, white, 37.1% non-Hispanic white, 55.0.4%, African American, 5.0%, Native American, 7,039, 53.5%, Asian, 2.0%, Pacific Islander, 198, 1.5%, from other races, and 414, 3.1%, from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 855 persons, 6.5%. The census reported that 13,066 people, 99.4% of the population, lived in households, 81.6%, lived in non-institutionalized group quarters, and 0% were institutionalized. There were 4,330 households, out of which 1,818, 42.0%, had children under the age of 18 living in them, 3,220, 74.4%, were opposite-sex married couples living together, 367, 8.5%, had a female householder with no husband present, 143, 3.3%, had a male householder with no wife present. There were 42, 1.0%, unmarried opposite-sex partnerships, and 22.5%, same-sex married couples or partnerships. Of all households, 531, 12.3%, were made up of individuals and 359, 8.3%, had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 3.02. There were 3,730 families, 86.1% of all households. The average family size was 3.28. The population was spread out with 3,422 people, 26.0%, under the age of 18, 712 people, 5.4%, aged 18 to 24, 2,353 people, 17.9%, aged 25 to 44, 4,351 people, 33.1%, aged 45 to 64, and 2,309 people, 17.6%, who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 45.3 years. For every 100 females, there were 92.4 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 87.7 males. There were 4,477 housing units at an average density of 1,186.2 per square mile, 458.0 per square kilometer, of which 3,959, 91.4%, were owner-occupied, and 371, 8.6%, were occupied by renters. The homeowner vacancy rate was 0.5%, the rental vacancy rate was 6.5%, 11,834 people, 90.0% of the population, lived in owner-occupied housing units and 1,232 people, 9.4%, lived in rental housing units. According to the 2010 United States Census, San Marino had a median household income of $131,758, with 5.4% of the population living below the federal poverty line. 2000. As of the census of 2000, there were 12,945 people, 4,266 households, and 3,673 families residing in the city. The population density was 3,430.5 per square mile, 1,325.8 per square kilometer. There were 4,437 housing units at an average density of 1,175.8 per square mile, 454.4 per square kilometer. The racial makeup of the city was 51.98% white, 0.15% African American, 0.05% Native American, 47.7% Asian, 0.08% Pacific Islander, 1.04% from other races, and 2.30% from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 3.25% of the population. More than one-third of the city's population, 33.3%, is Chinese. There were 4,266 households, out of which 42% had children under the age of 18 living with him, 75% were married couples living together, 8.6% had a female householder with no husband present, and 13.9% were non-families. Of all households, 12% were made up of individuals and 7.3% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 3.03 and the average family size was 3.29. In the city, the age distribution of the population shows 26.5% under the age of 18, 6.4% from 18 to 24, 21.5% from 25 to 44, 29.4% from 45 to 64, and 16.2% who are 65 years of age or older. The median age is 43 years. This is older than average age in the U.S. For every 100 females, there were 93.1 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 89.1 males. The median income for a household in the city was $147,267, and the median income for a family was $155,708. Males had a median income of $98,928 versus $51,853 for females. The per capita income for the city was $59,150. About 3.7% of families and 5.0% of the population were below the poverty line, including 4.8% of those under age 18 and 3.0% of those age 65 or over. The vast majority, 69.7% of persons, had a bachelor's degree or higher, compared to 27.2% at the national average. San Marino is one of the county's cities with the highest proportion of residents of Asian ancestry. These were the 10 neighborhoods in Los Angeles County with the largest percentage of Asian residents, according to the 2000 census. Arts and culture. Notable sites. San Marino is the location of the Huntington Library and Gardens. In 1919, Henry Huntington provided limited access to the art collections, and to the rare books and historical documents, housed in the library and in his large neoclassical Palladian mansion, as well as to the surrounding botanical gardens, all collectively known as the Huntington Library, Art Collections and Botanical Gardens, or the Huntington, to the public. El Molino Viejo, the Old Mill, completed about 1816 as a grist mill for Mission San Gabriel Archangel, is in San Marino. The original two-story structure measured 53 feet, 16 meters, by 26 feet, 7.9 meters. It is the oldest commercial building in Southern California. The town is located on the former lands of the historic Rancho de Quati. The Edwin Hubble House, from 1925 to 1953, this two-story stucco home was the residence of one of America's greatest 20th-century astronomers, Edwin Hubble, who, among other accomplishments, discovered extragalactic nebulae and their separation from each other. It is a National Historic Landmark. The Michael White Adobe House is located on the high school campus and houses the San Marino Historical Society archives. The University of Southern California owns a house in San Marino which is used as the residence of the president of the university. The residence and grounds are often used for university presidential events. Across from City Hall is the Centennial Clock, standing at the northeast corner of Huntington Drive and San Marino Avenue, donated to the community in 2005 by the Rotary Club of San Marino in celebration of Rotary International's 100th anniversary. Dedicated on July 4, 2005, The 19-foot-high clock includes a time capsule with artifacts donated by residents and community organizations, which is to be opened on July 4, 2039 to mark the 100th anniversary of the Rotary Club of San Marino. In the middle of San Marino lies Lacey Park, a 30-acre, 120,000 square meters, expanse of grass and trees. Originally named Wilson Lake in 1875, the land was purchased by the city in 1925 and dedicated as a park. Families in San Marino have enjoyed the park for years. A picnic area is often the site of musical concerts, civic events and pancake breakfasts. Within the park are 2 walking loops, an inner loop of approximately 3/4 mile in length, and an outer loop of approximately 1 mile, 1.6 kilometers, in length. Dogs are welcome with their owners, providing they are on a leash. In recent years, proposals from SMHS alumni Brent and Derek Barker to build a dedicated dog park on the unlandscaped western edge of the park have been shelved due to strident opposition from some of the city's elderly residents. The park includes 6 championship tennis courts and a pro shop, administered by the San Marino Tennis Foundation. At the west entrance of the park is the Rose Arbor, which is of special significance for the people of San Marino. It is 60 years old and has long been a source of beauty and tranquility to many residents. In recent years, the care and upkeep of the Rose Arbor itself has been augmented by private donations from residents who have chosen to sponsor individual posts. The park recently built a memorial to General George S. Patton, a native of San Marino, and also a large memorial to the armed forces along with a statue of a sad soldier. The memorial includes the names of all military personnel from San Marino. The city's local newspaper office is located near the city's most prominent street, Huntington Drive. The San Marino Tribune has been the official newspaper of the city since 1929. There are 2 sections of the weekly paper, an A section and a B section, the distinction being that it covers not only San Marino news but also the Pasadena, San Gabriel, Alhambra, Arcadia and South Pasadena news. Government. Governing the city of San Marino is a city council of 5 members, elected by the people for a 4-year term. Elections are consolidated with the county and are held on the first Tuesday, following the first Monday in November of odd-numbered years. Terms are staggered so that 3 seats are available during one election cycle and 2 seats are available during the next cycle. In 2015, the state enacted a law to require municipalities to consolidate their elections beginning January 1, 2018. The 5 council members serve without any financial compensation and elect one of their own members as mayor. The San Marino City Council page states, San Marino was formed to protect your personal rights and to control the growth and activities of the city in such a way that each individual resident will be guaranteed a pleasant place in which to live with a minimum of nuisance, with assurance that his property values will be protected by stringent zoning regulations. It is your city council's desire to acquaint the old and new residents with the history and background of San Marino, its many advantages and some of your responsibilities as a citizen. This community consists only of single-family residences. There are no apartment buildings, condominiums or townhouses in the city. No fast food or drive-through restaurants are allowed in San Marino, nor are most chain restaurants or businesses. The exceptions are Starbucks and 16 bank branches, including Wells Fargo, Chase, Bank of the West, East West Bank, Bank of America, Citizens Business Bank, and others. In the House of Representatives, San Marino is located in California's 27th Congressional District, represented by Democrat Judy Chu. Education. On September 9, 1913, the first San Marino school was opened at the corner of Monterey Road, then called Calle de Lopez, and Oak Knoll, in what was known as the Old Mayberry Home. There were 3 teachers and 35 pupils, grades kindergarten through the 8th. High school students attended South Pasadena High School for 50 years, until San Marino High School was founded in 1955. San Marino High School graduated its first class in 1956. The high school's mascot, the Titans, comes from Mount Titano, in the Republic of San Marino. San Marino High School is situated on the former site of Carver Elementary School. In 1996, the high school reconstruction was begun and the school is now equipped with new laboratories, classrooms, and Ethernet connections, supported mainly by bond issues and rigorous fundraising by the San Marino Schools Endowment. The new buildings include a brand new cafeteria, orchestra and band room, dance studio, journalism lab, and renovated auditoriums, as well as a renovated baseball field and a brand new football field/track. The school board's budget totals around $3 million in a given year. San Marino High School is part of the San Marino Unified School District. Its public funding is supplemented by private donations raised through the San Marino Schools Endowment Foundation. Each year, the foundation raises funds necessary to balance the district's budget. To date, the San Marino Schools Foundation has contributed $18,268,485 to the schools since its inception in March 1980. Between 2013 and 2017, the district was noted for having the highest percentage of students meet and exceed the California Assessment of Student Performance and Progress Standards. The San Marino Unified School District has been ranked as the top unified school district in the state of California for 18 consecutive years, including 2018. Each of its public primary schools has also been honored as a California Distinguished School and a National Blue Ribbon School. There are 4 public schools in San Marino Unified School District. The 2 elementary schools offer instruction for grades K-5, the middle school for grades 6 to 8 and the high school for grades 9 to 12. The middle school was named Henry E. Huntington School, after San Marino's first citizen. In 1953, a new K.L. Carver Elementary was completed at its current location on San Gabriel Boulevard and was named after a school board member of 19 years, K.L. Carver. Stoneman Elementary School, named for Governor George Stoneman, who had resided in San Marino, is no longer used for instruction by San Marino School District. The former school is now leased by the San Marino City Recreation Department and houses San Marino Unified School District special education staff. In November 2007, San Marino High School was ranked 82nd on a list of the best high schools in the nation, according to U.S. News & World Report. Private schools. Media. Newspapers. The city is served by the San Marino Tribune, a paid community weekly newspaper, and the San Marino Outlook, also a community weekly newspaper. Infrastructure. The city is currently served by the San Marino Police Department. The Crowell Public Library opened in 2008. Notable people. In popular culture. Movies. The Wedding Singer, The Holiday were filmed in San Marino. Television. TV shows, like Alias, The Office, Parks and Recreation, The West Wing and Felicity, were filmed on location in San Marino.